Have you? I don't know if you're keeping up to date with like what Nicki Minaj is doing with Donald Trump.
My God, I've been keeping up with Nicki Minaj's dealings with Donald Trump for years now.
When I was running late to a flight with Andrew, we were already in hell, and literally I was at my utmost level of what I could physically take in that moment of stress, anxiety, depression, everything. And then Paul Breach walked past me. Oh my God, do you remember when his assistant reached out to me and gave me his phone number? I tried to hoodwink I tried to hoodwink Paul Breach to come on our podcast and do a sit-down interview with me.
I convinced you to try and make it into a full-on Netflix doc.
Like, he used to do cameos constantly. Surely people are not buying Paul Breach cameos anymore.
When I used to do Cameo, I used to hate the fact that it posts the videos that you send to everyone.
Am I still there? Can you check if I'm on Cameo?
What it does say is I can book a business video from you for 726 quid.
I literally used to shag Cameo. I loved it. If I was in Team GB, what sport do you think I would do?
What? Are we talking Winter Olympics?
Well, I'm going for the Winter Olympics, yeah. I think I'd want to be on the bobsled team. Just go on a roller coaster every day.
It's actually a really perilous sport where lives are lost.
People die.
It's actually like fucking dangerous. The skeleton's the worst one.
Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
George Clarke. And welcome to the Useless Hotline. TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided to set up our own little business. Which
Yes.
is this on Zoom call for.
Yes, we are here on Zoom today, another digital episode. Blah, 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 whatever the rest of the intro is, I can't remember. But wanted to say hello to everybody. How you doing? I feel crazy. I'm very tired.
That for the last, 200 episodes where we
I know, we usually say, hello, everybody. Hey. How are you, George?
I'm good. I'm very busy. I had a nice sleep last night though.
That's nice.
So that's useful. I'm not tired.
That's good. That's good for you. I didn't have a nice sleep last night. I'm also very busy. I feel crazy. I feel mental. I'm overworked, stressed, anxious, and feeling fab, feeling sexy. What have you been up to this week?
Sorry, that's something that I'm not allowed to let people know about right now, etc. It's one of those things.
We love those things. Hate it when people do that, but
yeah, I've been dancing though, not this week, unfortunately. Wah. But your boy's just fucking doing arenas.
How's that?
Oh, it's just, it's just part and parcel of the job now these days. It's pretty freaking mental, is what it is. Like, what the hell am I doing in an arena?
I ask myself that question every time I see you there. I don't get it.
It's 0 sense. But it's good fun. It's knackering though, because an arena is a big space and I've got to try and do a Viennese waltz around it.
Yeah, I've never thought about that. Like, you've got to kind of reach further distances.
We got to travel.
Yeah.
What have you been doing, little motherfucker?
I've traveled all around this week. I've had different shoots around the country. I hosted 2 different events, which is fun. It's quite new for me to do. Obviously I do like hosting stuff and like interviewing, red carpet stuff, but I've never really hosted many like full start to finish events. Like, I work with the King's Trust every year. I do the red carpet for their main award show, and they have county finals in England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. That then the winners from that get chosen for the main one. And I hosted the England award show this week, which was so nice. Like, I can't even tell you. Obviously, we get to do such cool stuff with our jobs, but to get to work with a charity that helps so many young people. And sorry, I sound like I'm on like a PR stint right now, but it was just so. Do you know when you leave something and you're like, oh my God, like, I have faith in humanity. The world is a nice place. People can be nice. And it was so inspiring to hear all of these young people's stories and just kind of just feel reinvigorated and just proud to be like, yeah, working with the charity like that. And it was so cool to get to host a full award show. Um, and yeah, it's been really, really fun, really tiring. I've been planning our tours that we're doing. Remember those? I'm in hell. I'm gonna shoot myself.
No, we'll be
um,
fine. Tours schmoes, man.
but yeah, you
We're
just
just
show up and be yourself, George. I'm on calls constantly. It bears repeating, I'm going to shoot myself. But don't you worry, you just show up, put your tapping shoes on, you just walk in and go, way, and I'll just be dead in the corner by the time that we actually get there. So that's really good.
I'm booked and busy, man.
Oh yeah. Whereas I'm just twiddling my thumbs, waiting for another tour call to happen, on I not sandwiching them in between, trying to kill myself, trying to get through the day. Probably going to become an alcoholic because of you, just to get through things. So thanks. But no, that's been really stress free. Um,
I
yeah,
apologize.
really excited. Woo! Really excited. Um, and then I'm going to the Olympics in a few days before our tour starts. Oh wait, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can say that. That's been announced. I'm very randomly. I remember telling you this. I remember telling you this a few. Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Said you've been announced as part of Team GB. You're a member of the squad now. Congratulations. That's public.
Yes. Yep. If I was in Team GB, what sport do you think I would do?
What are we talking? Winter Olympics?
Well, I'm going for the Winter Olympics, yeah, so preferably.
If you sat there cross-legged as people are doing
Well,
that.
I got to do curling, and they are quite magnificent, those things. They kind of look like irons that you'd like use to iron the ice with to make sure it's all flat and straight.
Of
Um,
course, that's where it originated from. Where they were just flattening that ice out.
oh,
They
of
went, this is pretty
course.
good fun, actually.
Yeah, of course. Um, so yeah, that's fun. I think I'd want to be on the bobsled team. Just go on a roller coaster every day.
It's actually a really perilous sport where lives are lost.
Did people die?
It's actually like fucking dangerous. Like the skeleton's the worst one,
What's that?
where they're basically head first on, like, you know when your car goes for an MOT and they sort of lie underneath it on like a little board,
Yeah.
basically going head first down that, like a couple of inches off the ice, just like
So they're strapped to the bottom of it.
not to the bottom of it, like on top of it, but like a thin board that they're just on with their head just like.
Really? I thought that they all just got in and bombed it down.
That's the bobsleigh. The skeleton is.
Well, I thought you meant that someone's job on the bobsled was the skeleton. Oh shit! Right, I'm seeing what a skeleton is now. I had no idea that was a thing. I'm going to request that I get to see that live. That is very
Dangerous
brilliant.
shit, man. Speed skating's nuts as well. You've seen that shit? There's all sorts of nonsense going on with that every year.
My God, no! I'm really excited. So you might be wondering, who thought Max Balegde would be good to be a correspondent for the Winter Olympics? And I think that's probably quite a valid question. I'm sure that we're all asking ourselves that at home.
Exactly.
I too asked myself that, which is what I said to the BBC when they asked me to do it. But they want somebody who doesn't really have a great understanding of all these sports, because most people in like the UK do not probably have a good understanding of winter sports, because we don't really grow up like with them engraved in our culture, etc. So they want someone that can be there to like ask the obvious questions. So I will be there going, why is it called the skeleton then? Do you not get worried that you're going to die? And
Wait,
that will hopefully be fine.
I can't wait for how the diehards react to what you say.
Well, to be fair, at the Olympics, they usually have someone like that. Like every year, they have like a comedian-esque person who's like, wait, so I've got to, it's been really fun actually. So I go to the Olympics next week. And then, like, over the last few months, I've done a few different shoots with different Team GB athletes and teams. So I did one where the figure skating troupe taught me how to figure skate. which obviously I was not that great at, shockingly.
That's
But
sexy as hell. You can ice skate though.
so, George, this is my issue. So I've been telling everyone that I can ice skate. It's like one of the first things that comes out of my mouth when people meet me for some reason. It's, if it's near Christmas time and there's a Christmas markets in sight, you best believe that I'm pulling out the fact that I used to go to an ice skating rink during PE at school.
To do it in PE.
Yes, we used to do it in PE because randomly, even though I went to like a school in a really impoverished area, there was a giant ice skating rink in the town centre. So they just, after a while, were like, oh, let's just go there, like, and do PE there. So that was quite fun. Yeah, so I actually had like a qualification in ice skating. Again, I've probably said this several times on the podcast because I do tell everyone that I meet. But yeah, I've kind of deteriorated over the years, it seems, because I got on the ice and it was not my proudest display. But yeah, I had a good time.
What did they get you to do as part of the figure skating? Were you
So I interviewed
Oh, like,
the
that's like Torval and Dean type shit, isn't it? That's
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. So I interviewed this figure skating duo. So it's a boy and a girl, and it's so cool. They get to like pick the song that they do the routine to. They basically do like a dance routine, like what you do on Strictly, but like on the ice, effectively. Um, and so they get to like they work with different choreographers. I think that they choreograph certain parts of it themselves as well. They do different stunts, different like lifts and everything, and they get to choose the song. They get to have a hand in designing the outfits.
they do that shit in the Olympics.
Yes, yeah, yeah. That's like
It just happens at the
that's
Spice
figure
Girls.
skating. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's like it's figure skating. So the rules used to be that you had to dance to like classical music, so that I imagine they didn't have to pay rights to songs or whatever. But they've changed it because obviously they want to keep up with the times and people don't really care for classical music that much anymore in 2026. But yeah, so I interviewed them, sat down, asked them a bunch of questions, had like funny chats. Then they took me onto the ice and were like, right, this is what we do. Like, here's the lesson. And I really thought I was going to get out there and be like showing them up, like Torval and Deaning it out. But yeah, it didn't quite go as planned. I think I was in a bit over my head. And then similarly, met with the
Think
curling team.
you think the quality difference was quite a big jump between you and the Olympic level figure skaters?
I was shocked. I was shocked to say the least. Like I didn't see that coming. I was quite upset by it. My physical ability usually is top tier. I did expect to kind of smash it out the park, to be honest with you. But hey ho, they were better than me. And if they win, hey, guess they deserve it because they've already beaten the best. But yeah, yeah. So that was
You
fun.
said
Did
you
it with the
did another
curling team.
sport. What other sports? You said you did a sport after figure skating.
Curling. I got to do curling, so I got to do the full like brushing,
See,
brushing the ice.
this is my thought with curling is I feel like if you take part in curling, you're most likely a member of the Olympic team because I can't imagine saying to anybody, if I spoke to someone and said, oh, what sport do you do? If they replied curling, I would automatically assume that they're pretty good at it. I don't think does anybody do
Yeah,
curling? Like, just
yeah. I
is there
think
an
it
level
was.
curling or you just go, oh, fancy playing curling? All right, cool. Do you fancy the call up?
Well, that was what was also interesting is like it opened my eyes to how much I don't know about the world and society because I do think it's quite regional as well. Like I went all the way to Scotland to do something with the curling
Or,
team. I believe it
well,
was
they
Scotland.
make the actual stones in Scotland, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why then. Maybe it's just in their DNA to start curling one out. Oh, yeah, maybe not. But yeah, so that was fascinating. Like, I think my memory could be completely wrong now. I think everyone on the team was Scottish. I'm no, actually, that's definitely not. I think I was in Nottingham. I
You
can't
didn't even go
remember.
to Scotland.
I don't think so. I don't know what I'm. I think I was in Scotland for the figure skate. I can't remember. It
I
was
love
quite a
your
while
way of
ago.
telling stories where if you're unsure on a bit of information, you'll just lie through your teeth to an extent that's just not even true.
That's my
None of
plan.
it's
That is
true.
the plan. Um, So yeah, that's been fun. That's been crazy, and I'm just excited to go. It's in Milan, which is exciting.
The Winter
Um,
Olympics is in Milan.
yes, it's well, I fly into Milan, and then I imagine I get taken to like a mountain of some sort. But I think it's all over that area. Like I imagine they have like a big ice skating rink in the city of Milan or something that a lot of the things will be at. So yeah, fun times. And yeah, I don't know. I truly don't know what I'm doing yet or like literally anything, but I'm excited to go. I've asked, it's very, yeah, I think they're very like busy with everything that's currently going because the Olympics has already started. So by the time I get there, all I know is I had a Team GB, um, like outfit arrive. So I'm going to have all the kit on and that's going to be exciting.
You and did you see the video of Zach Alsop and when he did Zach and Jay when they pretended to be Olympians and got on the uh, celebratory tour bus around London?
Oh.
You know, they got interviewed on like a breakfast show,
Hmm.
and they were just asked him like, "Oh, what sports do you do?" Just fucking bullshit. And he was just there in his like Sports Direct GB tracksuit.
No, I didn't see that. How's the Strictly tour going?
Um, Good. I mean, we of the ones we've been at, I think we've been at 5 so far. Um, and there was another 5 this week that we haven't been at. Um, is there 5?
Alexis is still there though.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, she's still on it, even if you're not.
yeah, just dancing by herself, bless her.
Can you imagine they made her do the dances by herself?
When we were doing the camera blocking, because that's what a lot of the time was spent doing when we were in Birmingham, was we
Hmm.
were just doing like full days of just like camera blocking and like tech and stuff. Um, and Katya was, because Lewis wasn't there, Katya was having to do full run throughs of their dances in in the outfits because it was dress runs just by herself.
How is that even possible?
But luckily, it's the Charleston and their couple's choice, so it's not like a lot of anything in hold. But
Yeah,
it just
whatever that
funny to
means.
see her by herself going. But yeah, show's going well. I'm enjoying it. Um, it's a bit of like a fever dream because when you have like a matinee and then the show in the evening, you go from turning up like half hour later, you're literally on the stage because you just go backstage, get changed, they just quickly do your makeup, and then suddenly it's halfway through the show and you're like, what the hell's going on? That's done. A couple hours later, you're doing the exact same thing again, and then by the end of that, your day's done, and then you're like, oh sweet, let's do that again tomorrow. I couldn't do it as a job.
What, dancing full time?
I feel like just shows because it is really fun when you're out there, but then I'm like, fuck, I feel like I've just teleported to like 10 p.m. Like this is insane.
Yeah. I think that about like Harry Styles, for example, has just announced his world tour that he's doing. He's doing 30 nights in Madison Square Garden in New York,
30.
back to back. 30 nights in New York, Madison Square Garden, which is the same size as the O2 in London, back to back. And I just
Well,
think
he's doing that if he can sell the tickets.
I think he's already sold them. Not gonna lie.
Because how expensive they are.
Right, yes. Oh, did you see Zayn throwing shade at him on stage?
I did.
That's quite iconic. Do you
Oh,
know what I always think about whenever I see Zayn? That time we performed at Shepherd's Bush last year on tour, and the day before Zayn Malik was performing at that same venue. And we were in the dressing room, and there was like a leftover bag of crisps. And I was
yeah.
like,
And then
that's Zayn's crisps.
he threw shade at us because he
Our ticket prices were too high.
way higher than his.
Yeah. God. I love the
Where's the deal with these
concept.
tickets? I've just seen the concept of them being too high. I don't actually know how
Oh,
much.
George, they're literally like for like a seated ticket in like the nosebleeds, it's like £600. It's like it is like a wild.
So that's just like really cheap, right? I'm just like, what are you guys?
It's yeah.
600 quid. That's mental.
It is. It's very crazy. I do think like obviously things in general are getting more expensive, like the world inflation,
Yeah, like
etc.
milk is almost that these days.
Yeah, defo. But like we're yeah, yeah. I don't understand.
What was that?
I just don't understand who would choose that. Like, and listen, this is me talking off the knowledge of like a screenshot that I saw on TikTok. So I could literally be compulsively lying right now. I have no idea
Most
at all.
likely are, yeah.
Probably completely factually incorrect. Watch them be 50 quid. But yeah, if the cheapest tickets are around like even like £500, I do think that's a bit crazy because like that's a holiday to most people.
Yeah.
That's like a, you know, a weekend away, even a week away at like a really shit all inclusive. Like, so it's, yeah, it's a bit wild. But have you heard Harry Styles' new song as well?
So I only heard it once. Um, isn't it like very house musicy?
So I liked it because of that, but I again think who is making this decision to wear like because if you think about Harry Styles fans, I think about the nice, fun girlies who like want to dance and put like, you know, flowers on their shirt and like, woo, we're so yeah, we love each other, love is life, life is love, woohoo! And then yeah, so you. And then you contrast that with like deep house music and like the sort of people that like go to see those also the venues that that music is usually played in like a warehouse somewhere versus like Wembley Stadium. Like I don't, but also do you know what, I'm sure he's at a point in his career where he's like, mate, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I want to try this and I like it, so here.
But is this just a look into his new album? He's saying, look, I'm trying some new things. Maybe in his album, he's got all sorts of genres. And we go, do you know what, Harry? You little jack of all trades. You've absolutely smashed it out of the park here. I'm gonna put a fucking house deposit down on a ticket.
Maybe that could be why. That could be why. Yeah, I mean, you see this a lot with artists that like have had a really successful run and then choose to kind of diversify. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Like Beyonce did her country album and people are so 50-50 on that. However, she equally did a giant, like sold out world tour of that album. So like there we go. Um
Um,
yeah.
Taylor Swift started talking about her boyfriend's penis. That didn't go very well.
Did she? In her album. Oh right, okay, yes.
Yeah, she just went, fuck it. I'm going to make a song about Travis's pee-pee.
If I was to ever release an album, I think I would call it Suzanne or Bum Party.
I think the best way to go about things. And then every song can be about your favorite activity in the world, butt
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it could all just be parodies of songs made into just pure rectal fun.
Yes. That's a really great idea. God, I should really start working on this.
Like you could be doing a song by the Black Eyed Peas. Maybe you could call it the Black Guys Please.
Okay.
For example, their song "I'm a Bee." I'm a bee, fully erect and ready for your butt.
P.
I don't know. I'll have to
Okay.
just sort of spitball in there, but
Yeah.
maybe I'll go back to
Yeah.
board. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't your best. I can't lie. That was not your best. Um, but yeah, what else is, oh my God, what I need to speak about, I need an outlet to speak about this is, I don't know if you're keeping up to date with like what Nicki Minaj is doing with Donald Trump.
My God, uh, I've been keeping up with Nicki Minaj's dealings with Donald Trump for years now, and
Well, brilliant.
up until recently, my notes app's been very, very short. There's not been a lot of input, but
Well, you're gonna love this.
I'll let you expand.
Brilliant. So Nicki Minaj has always famously been liberal, like in her political beliefs. Like, and she, when Donald Trump was coming into power, she was very vocal about saying that like she disagreed with him and like a lot of his stances against like the LGBT community, stances on immigration, because she came into the country allegedly as an illegal immigrant when she was like a young child. I think she's spoke about that before. So she's very like against his stance on all of that, basically. She always has been.
Yeah.
And over like the last year has just completely done a 180 and is now like going to Trump rallies with Donald Trump on stage, like holding his hands, saying she backs him, she supports him, she loves him. And it's all just a bit weird. Like it's very Brandon. Her fan base are like deviled. Like I've seen people making videos. Like I actually feel like a family member has turned their back on me. Like I saw myself in this woman. I like really care about her, and I thought that she cared about the sort of person that I am. And now it's obvious that she just doesn't, and it's very strange. And there's a lot of rumors that in America, people get bought into supporting certain political parties. What do you think of that? I find it quite interesting.
I mean, I don't know a lot on the matter. It's strange to do a full 180, to quote lockdown TikTok. Hey, world's crazy, man. That's my.
Brilliant input there, George. That was such great input. Thank you for that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know much on the freaking Macclesfield. What is anyone else turning around? Are we creating a little pattern here? Maybe we need to look elsewhere. Have other people started supporting Donald?
Um, I guess so. Yeah, it's more so the shock of like someone who has so publicly been against him now really embracing him at a time as well where he's like enforcing a lot of really scary things about immigration and with ICE, etc. But yeah, it is very bizarre. I can't if someone came to you and they were like, right, we're going to give you this much money and to support our political like agenda, would you do something like that? Hard, strange take.
I have to say no for the podcast, but realistically, I'll be drinking out their hands like a puppy. I'll be loving that shit. No, I think it's weird to be so publicly against something and then has she not even said anything like, oh, by the way, it's just because of this, or
No, she's literally like, fuck these haters. Like, I like, she's basically, it's really, really strange. And it's been like a slow progression into her hating her own fan base, like being really rude to other people, just being very erratic and like, there was a whole thing with Megan the Stallion where she was like attacking her for getting shot in the foot. It's weird. It's very strange. It's very
who
dark.
the fuck?
Megan the Stallion got shot in the foot
And Nicki
by
Minaj was
someone.
angry at her for that.
Nicki Minaj wrote a rap about it called Bigfoot and was like making fun of the fact that her mum died. It's been a really weird couple of years for Nicki Minaj. Like in like lockdown time, everyone was like, "Oh, I'm a barb. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap," and it was like such a huge thing happening on TikTok. And now everyone is just like, yeah, really disappointed.
But why?
It's been strange.
Why was she annoyed that Megan the Stallion got shot in her foot? Is that like a Nicki special? Does she often get shot in the foot?
That's her thing. Yeah, that's her thing. No, it's I I really think it just has a lot to do with the fact that Nicki Minaj is like seen as the queen of rap, and then Megan Thee Stallion was doing really well, and she was like, "Fuck her." It's been a common theme, like with Cardi B. As soon as Cardi B came onto the scene, Nicki Minaj was like, "I don't like her," and then started like a huge feud with her. It's a strange. It's a strange thing, and as someone, obviously, I am. No one's ever referred to me as the queen of rap, but people. I've heard rumblings. As someone who has like been like moderately successful in a field, I would not
Are you talking
shit
about your
on some.
jogging days again?
Yes, yes, I am. It was a cold field. It was a summer's night, but fr- as I'm from the north, it was still a bit breezy, but we made do, as we say. But no, like if like someone like new comes up on TikTok or whatever, like social media, I'm not like, well, fuck them. They are fucking shit. Hate them. Like it's just a new wave of people coming into the industry. Like it
Who
is what
is
it
new that's
is.
coming up on TikTok? I haven't seen anyone new in a while.
Do you
Do I
know,
look weird
I thought
watching
this.
TikTok?
I thought this the other day because I was like, who is like, I think because we were kind of part of that first wave, we were identified as like the UK TikTok people. Whereas now there are just UK TikTok people, but people don't speak about them like, oh, they're like, do you know what I mean? So it's harder to identify. But maybe, do you know who I really like on TikTok is Nino Nicole. Like obviously she's been around for a while now, but she did, oh my god, why am I blanking on that
No,
friggin'
still just yelling shit at a camera in public.
she's diversified. So what is the friggin' show that locked in
Oh
Foot
yeah,
Asylum?
locked in.
Oh my god, yeah, she went on that, and I think after that, I don't watch that, but after that, I think she started to just show more of her normal self a little bit. Um, so I find her funny. I see her stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. But I also don't really like watch like, is Elphaba still a thing?
Damn,
I
we
don't
can't
know.
be always. This is our third year of of falling back onto is Elphaba still around?
I just find the concept of Elphaba so interesting to me now. Like, is she like still? I don't know if TikTok Live still is what it is. Do you remember like the era when like people were? It probably still happens when people were like on live constantly, like the Chelsea Lee art time. Oh, what? Oh my God, we used to be a country.
But that's what I like. It feels like there's been different eras of TikTok and different sides of TikTok. I don't know what era or side we're in right now.
Me neither. But from what I'm having, like from conversations that I'm having with like for like my work and stuff, I think TikTok are trying to go into a direction of being like seen as a credible entertainment platform as opposed to a social media that they used to be known by. So I think there's a bigger push for things that like are higher quality and like more glossy and stuff like that. So maybe that's why we're not seeing as many new
Well, I
like
was going
off
to
the
say.
cuff personalities emerge.
Well, I was going to say the only new person that I've seen pop up on my feed is a bloke who goes into random shops, like Wendy Wildhogs used to,
My
where
God,
she
I'm
goes, "Oh, can I get high
George.
at a random shop?"
Right.
He does
Oh,
basically that, but he just um basically just pretends that he's mate with all the Italian brain rot thing. It's really strange. He's just like 60-year-old bloke who just runs in, just like, hold tight for my boy, ballerina cappuccino.
I feel so seen. Just hearing the words Wendy Wildhog sent shivers down my spine because for the longest time I thought that this glorious woman was just a private joke between me and Andrew and no one else was really seeing her videos. And then to see people start making Wendy Wildhog compilations and now for you, like the antithesis of me to bring it up, that makes my heart just so happy. Does antithesis mean opposite, or does it mean like mortal enemy? I thought it meant opposite.
Take it as a nice version. What does antithesis
Okay.
mean?
The antitheses,
My auntie's
tits.
titties. You literally looking like my auntie's tits. Antithesis means a rhetorical device and literary technique that pairs two opposing or contrasting ideas, phrases, or clauses within a parallel grammatical structure to create a balanced dramatic effect. Definition: the direct exact opposite of something. There you go.
Hey. Yeah, so Wendy Wildhog kind
Wait,
of Wendy Wildhog.
Wild House. Oh my God, she used to make a show to rival Locked In and Inside, and it'll be called Wendy's Wild House.
Oh my God. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. But can I get Hoya in open window? That's what I want, that tattooed on my lower back.
Can I get, oh yeah, random?
I just love it. Like the cadence of her voice as she laughs, like it sounds like someone's punching her voice box.
She really doesn't care, and I respect that about her.
She doesn't give
It
up.
was similar era to fucking what's his name? The bloke who used to sell Prime for like extortionate amounts of money. Wakey Wines.
Oh my God. Where is Binley Mega Chippy?
Dinley
This
Mega
is
Chippy. That was a time to be alive. Do you remember that was around when BBC Big Weekender was in Coventry. So people
yes.
in the day, instead of just sticking around to see what was on, they went to fucking Binley Mega Chippy.
So valid. So valid. And I just think like these people that are an absolute flash in the pan that, you know, have 3 months maximum of so much popularity, do they work out a way to kind of monetize off that? Do you know what I mean? Like, are they still like what's Binley Mega Chippy doing? Did they sell shop and move on to Dubai?
Some of them find their new niches. Some of them adapt their content to what works now. I mean, just take a look at Paul Breach. That man's still just dancing in a dress. How do I attract a new audience? Pop a dress on, and I kind of respect that.
I don't respect that. I think it's I I think it's the lowest common denominator of humor to be like, look, I'm this ugly, creepy man, normal. Now look at me in a Primark dress. I'm still that, but just making you more uncomfortable. Woo! Like it's so shit. Have you
Well, I
ever
will
seen him
say
in person?
it's kind of. I did see him in person once, actually. Yeah.
Where?
No, I didn't. I saw Mr. UK TikTok official in person.
I've also seen him. Was he the one that used to have the big speaker and would like do TikTok lives in the street?
Yeah, and then he used to yell out phrases such as "Mr. UK TikTok official."
He did one literally maybe 2 minute drive away from me. As I drive to the gym, I drove past him one time, and that really freaked me out. I saw Paul Breach in the airport when I was running late to a flight with Andrew. We were already in hell, and literally I was at my utmost level of what I could physically take in that moment of stress, anxiety, depression, everything. And then Paul Breach walked past me. Bear in mind, people would shout Paul Breach at me in the street because of that woman that looks like me who's friends with him. I can't even remember her name. What was her name? Baby Mama.
Maybe Mama. What a weird time to be alive. Do you know what I will say what you want about the man, but he outlasted people making videos on him.
Did
And
he?
I think that was mostly because the people that were making videos on him got cancelled. But
Yeah, true. But also, I think by the time that someone made a video about him doing something horrific, he'd done a worse thing. So there was something new to make
he was
videos
infinite
about.
tech glitch.
He actually was infinite content. Do you remember, George? Oh my God, do you remember when his assistant reached out to me and gave me his phone number?
Oh my God,
And
we've said this, have we, before on the
I
podcast? Or have
think
we done-
we must have, because I tried to hoodwink I tried to hoodwink Paul Breach to come on our podcast and do a sit down interview with me. I was going to pretend.
I convinced you to try and make it into a full-on Netflix doc.
Yes, I was going to do like a full expose of like my dream was to do a full video interviewing Paul Breach, like walking the streets with him, like full, like deep dive documentary style, and then do a sit down interview with him, like under a spotlight. And my goal was to ask him questions to where his answers by the end of the interview would form like a full sentence. So, like, I'd be like, Paul, like, what do you enjoy doing? And he'd go, oh, well, I enjoy walking. And then I'd be like, oh, Paul, like, what do you say? How do you say am? And then he'd go, am. And then I'd go, oh, Paul, how do you say a? And then he'd go, a, and then I'd say a pedophile. how do you say I am a paedophile? And then by the end of the interview, it would go,
Yeah,
I am a paedophile.
right. So that's a clip that's staying on the internet.
Oh my God, no. No. I didn't even
You just say that in a fucking freaky little way. I love
Oh
the
my God.
you ask me those questions and then really is thinking hard of a way to make him say paedophile.
Was
It's
really
not.
trying.
It's just like not raising any eyebrows. Just Paul, I'm doing a crossword currently.
What's the opposite of someone who's attracted to really old people? If someone came to me and told me that they only date people 100 years and above, what would be the opposite of that person? what are different ways that you could get Paul Breach to say the word paedophile? That's a great game.
Blind rank these ways to make Paul
What could you
allegedly,
do?
obviously. By the way, a bit that's like glossed over in that whole debacle. I was unaware that a man who just pulls at his collar a bit and then says strange anecdotes about Jack Grealish. I was unaware that that would require a manager.
Oh my God. And do you remember when because I got his manager's number on WhatsApp, and the picture, the best part about all of this is that,
Interaction, didn't he message once or something?
right, so full transparency, this is the group chat that Paul Breach's manager, me and Paul Breach were in at one period of time when I was trying to get him to come on our podcast. So his manager says, hello, this is where we can communicate regarding the collab. I say, hey, Paul. Hey, Paul, hope you're well. I was just explaining that I've been out of the country a lot and will be for the next few weeks with work, but will be keen to collab when I'm back. Paul Breach's manager then says, and your idea is that you'll do a day in the life? Question mark. My name is Chelsea, by the way. Not sure I mentioned that. Instantly, now I'm thinking, this is not real. This is not Paul Breach's manager, but I hope that it is. Yes, Chelsea, a day in the life and a sit-down interview with Paul, addressing how he has shot to fame and what that is like for him. Okay, it's already getting a bit interesting. So then Paul Breach messages in the group chat. Hello, Max. I am very good, thank you for asking. I hope you are also doing really well. Yes, I'm up for what you suggest with with a few provisos, if that's okay. That's what made me think this is Paul Breach, because who would say provisos? Like, that's like, why you abbreviating the word provisionals? Like, what? Anyway, I hope you have safe travels and work goes well for you, matey. Oh, that
Oh,
also
you got mated. You're mates with Paul Breach.
Oh my God. Yes, of course. After we film, I'll send the content over for you to approve. Then his manager hops in. Also, there will be some topics that Paul won't want questions on. I will tell you those. So then I was like, that's all good. No worries at all there. And then it just fizzled out. Like, I got really creeped out by the idea of having to sit in a room and interview Paul Breach. And I was actually contending. I was like, do I pass this on to someone that like would thrive in that arena? Do you know what I mean? Like that guy, what's that guy called? I've met him and he's really lovely, really funny. He's from South Africa and he did the Katie Hopkins one. He would be perfect for something like that. Do you know what I
I
mean?
was thinking someone that would be really funny. Have you seen what's his name? Batch went on his show.
Oh my God, that interviewer. I know exactly who you're talking about. The one who's just like the most brutal interviewer ever.
Is it Finn versus the internet? Yeah. If it was Finn versus the internet and it was
That would be
fucking Paul
incredible.
Breach, you would get absolutely torn a new one.
That would just be incredible. But yeah, like what? Like, because Paul Breach used to get a lot of money from Cameo. Like, he used to do cameos constantly. Surely people are not buying Paul Breach cameos anymore. So, like, what's he doing for
Here's a
money?
fun game. I'm going to scroll Cameo and you can tell me how much you think this person is charging for a
Oh
cameo.
my God, I'm so excited.
First, I'm going to see if Paul Breach he is on there. How How much do you reckon Pitbull Breach is charging for a cameo?
I bet back in the day about 45 quid. Now, he'd be lucky to get 15.
Are you guessing 15?
Yeah.
He's charging $15.99 for a video.
Oh, look at me. Wow. See?
My lord. I forgot you could see people's intro videos.
Yeah, you can see like videos of him.
Wait, I can show you my screen.
Lights, camera, action! Welcome
Oh my
to me,
God.
all. This is the new updated intro version from Moi 2024.
Oh my God.
Why don't you book a cameo for your friends, family, loved ones, all those people who mean the world to you, even your pet goldfish, and that person who's had the intimate relationship with them in back in next door's drive? They might wish for a cameo from me to them, to you, to whoever, to make their day, make them smile, make them feel happy in the world in which we are all sharing. So have a fantastic day. And don't forget to book me to make a bright spark in one of those people that I've just mentioned if you were listening's lives. Hey.
He did. He ended it with a hey.
Oh my God, that was so much to contend with there. That was a real hard one.
Thing is, when I used to do Cameo, I used to hate the fact that it posts the videos that you send to everyone just on your profile.
You can change that. It doesn't have to do that. Yeah, I remember. Am I still there? Can you check if I'm on Cameo? I've not done one in years.
We'll have a lot. Of course, we'll have a lot. Match Balegde TikTok. Oh, follow to join the waitlist.
What was I charging?
It doesn't say what you were charging because you're currently on unavailable. But what it does say is I can book a business video from you for 726 quid.
26? Yeah, it doesn't even say.
Then your bio is, hello, you beautiful gozzer. How are you? Let's have a bloody chat. I'll literally say anything you know, a big time freak. Love you lots.
Oh, God, I hated that.
Recent reviews. The last review you received was on May 8th, 2023.
Wow, yeah, I've not done one in so long.
This video was a birthday gift and Max knocked it out of the park.
Yay!
What was mine?
That sounds about right. That sounds about right, bro. I literally used to shag Cameo. I loved it. I literally thought it was the best thing ever. I don't even know why I stopped. It was so much fun.
What the fuck? I don't charge anything for a business video because I just don't do them. That's just, I can't be bought. I'm on follow to join the waitlist. I make average TikToks which people seem to want to watch, but which is cool. That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Illiterate. My God.
Most recent review, perfect. However, tried to steal my missus. Also, don't worry, she's 22 and I can't cancel you. God knows what I said in that one.
I think I at the risk of sounding like a twat, I think I used to charge an extraordinary amount of money for a cameo, and people would pay it, and I had no idea why.
That's why I stopped doing it, because I was like, oh, it'd be quite cool to be able to have people to have videos if they wanted them. But then the more people that want to send you them, the more you're not going to be able to do them all. So that's literally how obviously supply and demand works. You have to put the price up, and I don't want to be charging people an obscene amount of money for what is effectively me just saying hello.
Oh, you're so kind, aren't you, George? Well, I fucking rinsed it. I think at one point I was charging 300 quid per video. No, I wasn't. I just remember when Cameo first reached out to me, I would charge like 20 quid a video. And then I promoted it once on my TikTok, and I had something ridiculous, 200 video requests to do within like you get like 2 or 3 days to do them. So I had to like then have a call with Cameo, like refund all of those and then up my price. And then that's when I started it became like an actual like steady income for a while.
I remember one of the last ones that I did, because I was like, okay, this has gone too far, was someone's ex-wife or like new girlfriend wanted me to send something to the old girlfriend or like whatever, whichever it worked. and there was like prison involved, and they were getting way too sort of involved with their current relationship. And I was like, this seems like a really weird avenue to take with it being me. Let's do a little game.
Someone asked me to break up with their ex for them because they'd found out that they were cheating. And then I posted that I posted that cameo onto TikTok, and then that got me so many requests. But it was so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah. Friend of the show, James Buckley, how much do you reckon he's charging per cameo?
Oh, well, he told us that it's his full-time, like, he makes beyond a full-time income from doing Cameo.
He's got 13,000 reviews.
That's crazy. Like, and to put it in perspective, I had our producer just told me I had 150 reviews, which means I probably did like maybe 300 cameos throughout that period, because obviously not everyone reviews. And I made, I think when I had to like submit my tax returns, I'd made like between 25 and 30,000 pounds from Cameo, which is crazy. So imagine how much money he has made from Cameo, considering he probably
he's like the first person to have made $1 million, because he's
wow
something like that. But what do you think he's charging? He's had 13,000.
100. Oh, I don't know, because he's been doing it for so long. Maybe he's like worked out a balance of, if he charges this much, then he gets more requests. Maybe, do you know what? I'm going to say 100 quid. 100 quid.
£41.
Oh.
Very reasonable, I'd say.
That is extremely reasonable. And also, that's a good business part. I'm sure that he used to charge more back in the day. Now he does them really regular. That's probably a really decent amount.
Next
Tom
up,
Felton. Oh my God. Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter, charges £726.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So with that in mind, I know you're a Traitors fan. Michael Rappaport from the US one.
Oh my God.
Drama that's going on there.
Oh, he was like the worst person ever to watch on my TV. So I can't imagine anyone pays a lot for him. Maybe 40 quid again.
£140.
Oh, no one's paying that, brev. No one's paying that, brev.
Final of the actors section. Jean-Claude Van Damme. How much do you reckon you're paying him?
Well, I've heard that name. Not a clue who Van Damme is.
He's an action movie legend, is Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've said that because I know that that's true. I don't know if I've ever seen a film with them in.
It's so hard to say because I don't know. 300 quid.
£508 for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jeez. I know that the people from The Office are on it and they charge a lot of money.
Well, this is a fun one. Reality TV. Who's here? That's Abby Lee Miller. She's on.
Oh my God.
She's on there.
Is it in dollars or pounds?
Pounds.
Pounds. I reckon Abby Lee Miller charges $250 pounds.
£86. Which makes me think that you're gonna now consider getting a
100%. 100%.
There are some really good deals on here, actually. Big Ed, Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé?
Oh, yeah.
36 quid for a cameo from him.
That's well decent.
Greg Wallace.
Disgraced chef.
Yeah. He's £36, so clearly.
Oh, woo!
They're taking the hit from MasterChef well. This is fun. Boy George is on there.
Oh my
Under
God.
reality TV star.
What on earth is he? 250?
145 quid. This is, do you know what?
This is wild.
Like an advert for Cameo now.
Yeah. That is crazy. Do you know what I always think about Cameo? What a fucking good business model.
Yeah.
How many employees do they need at Cameo? A couple people making sure that the website's all right. Maybe a couple people reaching out to celebs.
A couple people.
I'm sorry, what overhead costs do they have? It's an app that people sign up to and get money. It's genius.
This is going to make you buy into it even more. There is a Real Housewives section.
Oh my God. Go on, read me some names. Read me some names.
Sonia Morgan.
Sonia Morgan, I guess that she charges about 60 quid.
79 quid.
Oh, right. Okay. Close.
Oh, I've heard this name before, so I feel like you're going to go, ooh, Lisa Vanderpump.
Lisa Vanderpump. Oh, I bet she charges 150.
240 quid.
Oh, get in, Vander.
Oh, as she should. I'm imagining
As
how
she
you would respond to that.
should, yes.
Any other ones? Bethany Frankel.
Is she on there? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I would guess 350 for her.
250.
Oh, okay.
This is
Smart.
good stuff. I'm going to go
It
from
is good.
price high to low. Okay. Anya Bardsley's the most expensive Real Housewife.
Who the fuck is that?
Real Housewives of Cheshire.
Well, then that's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. That is absolutely crazy. How much is she charging?
727 quid.
She needs to. I don't know who this woman is. I don't know who told her that she could charge 700 quid, but she needs to calm down immediately.
Right, Kenya
is
Moore.
wild.
She's Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I would guess 400 quid maybe.
360 quid. So this is. I don't know if anyone is at home enjoying this eye-opening experience. It's
It is
fun
quite
to
interesting. It is quite interesting. But yeah, that is interesting. What a time Cameo was. That was such a whirlwind in my life. I used to do cameos before I'd go on a night out, and after Cameo took the percentage, when I was charging like 25 quid for them, I would end up getting like 18 quid, and I'd do like 3 cameos, and I'd be like, that's my entire night out sorted. That's brilliant.
Well, I think when I used to hang out more with George Mamulus, I remember he said he used to, if he fancied getting takeaway, just open up his Cameo for like a couple minutes, wait for people to send something in, and that's just takeaway sorted.
It felt like it literally felt like a life hack. I was like, oh my God, this money comes in. Then I later found out that I had to pay tax on all that. Really, that was really fun time. But yeah, crazy time. Please, as a reminder, everybody send in some good tour dilemma requests. We'll say me and Maisie went through them, and some of the ones that you sent are actually up to scratch. Okay, I only briefly went through them. What? Sorry?
I said they're getting better.
They are getting better. I didn't fully go through them. Maisie just like gave me the highlights because obviously we want it to be a surprise for me and George on stage. But from what I've heard and what I've seen, they're getting better. So that same tone, like I say, this could be an improv experience for you. You could literally make it up and then put this on your CV as an acting job that you did at the end of the day because you were just lying through your teeth to a theatre full of people.
We just all pretend that it's true and it's fun.
100%. So yeah, please keep sending those in to our email. And yeah, we're getting really close to the tour now. Can't wait to meet some of you in person. Yeah, just can't wait to get that underway and start having some fun. Woohoo! So thank you all very much for listening. And
we couldn't have done this without you.
We could not have done this without you. And yeah, love you all lots and speak soon.
See you later, motherfuckers.